This podcast brought to you by Shame and Regret. How dare you!
We are all at a place where we could just pass out.
Is it Roblox? Is it like...
Oh man, he take the whole service goats up in here.
Like, cheers. Have a great rest of your night.
This podcast brought to you by Shame and Regret. How dare you!
We are all at a place where we could just pass out.
Is it Roblox? Is it like...
Oh man, he take the whole service goats up in here.
Like, cheers. Have a great rest of your night.
This podcast brought to you by Shame and Regret. How dare you!
We are all at a place where we could just pass out.
Is it Roblox? Is it like...
Oh man, he take the whole service goats up in here.
Like, cheers. Have a great rest of your night.
This podcast brought to you by Shame and Regret. How dare you!
We are all at a place where we could just pass out.
Is it Roblox? Is it like...
Oh man, he take the whole service goats up in here.
Like, cheers. Have a great rest of your night.
This podcast brought to you by Shame and Regret.
Thirsty Thursday! It's Thirsty fucking Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Been a while. No, it's been like a week. I don't know.
2 weeks.
Two weeks?
Correct.
We haven't been here for 2 weeks, yeah. This is episode 3 of Thirsty Thursdays. Of here to come for many more. And I hope you guys are enjoying this segment because we're gonna keep on doing these as long as possible, and eventually, yeah, we're gonna do a little new like rebrand. I've kind of talked to Mike about it, kind of like a little bit here and there, but it's gonna be something where we can make it where it's like, hey, this is not Drunken Idiots. And there's going to be like certain topics, certain things we do for Thirsty Thursdays. I actually shot him the idea. I told him there's an idea I want to do. And that's going to be, so like, if you guys watch Saturday Night Live, there's this like segment where these like news anchors, right? They like literally shit around where they'll like say some like funny things that are political, like that are very like false and funny as fuck, you know.
Blatantly
like, Joe Biden,
false. Like,
yeah, like they'd be like, Joe Biden fell out on a window and ate some cow shit, you know what I mean, or something like, you know what I mean, something like very like, whoa, what's going on here? So like stuff like that. I want to start like stuff like that.
Making a
Other
fake
things.
news article would be kind of funny. Like making like typing one up. Actually,
that would be great.
I have someone that does something similar to that. You know, I do my races. There's a guy that tells like these really like slanderous stories about each driver during like after the races. Every day after, there's this like long like couple of paragraph like narrative story about how someone got arrested and in jail after they got tested for performance enhancing drugs after the race, and someone couldn't make it because their wife pegged them too hard and they couldn't sit in the racing seat, and like there's it's like this long drawn out super detailed story. And he does a really good job. Like he actually puts a lot of effort just typing out these little short stories for every single week, every race. It's funny. It's so funny.
That sounds really funny, actually.
Like one of the race teams didn't have any drivers show up, and it says something about the race teams. The race teams were arrested and they're not put out on bail, and they're pending trial for like running over a teammate or something like that. So all of them got arrested. Like it's just funny. Just little stuff that just like after a race and you just get crapped on by these guys that are stupid fast. You just
Right.
it just cheers you up. It's like this is hilarious. So
Fair enough. I mean,
something like that would actually be kind of funny, like a little short story.
right? Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. I was also like, um, another thing I was thinking of. We could actually add, probably on Drunken Idiots, which I've been thinking about, is like, every single one of us has like a certain segment we want. You know what I mean? In like a certain part, like a certain bit we want in the show. Where
Mhm.
like like I talk about conspiracy theories. You
Yeah.
talk about
Conspiracy theories are dope.
right, you and then or like
Whether
and
they're
then
true
like
or not, they're just good storytelling.
exactly right. And then you talk about like Florida Man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Florida Man
And like
is the MVP.
yeah. And then like Memphis talks about something else. And I thought about like putting like timestamps where it has like it's a lot more organized and neat. But that also means like, lay off the alcohol a little more than usual. Had to like
I don't particularly care. I can act a fool without booze, so I don't necessarily need it. But
right.
I usually don't get destroyed on Drunken Idiots.
Oh yeah.
Not
Oh no, I
not
never.
I think there's been like once that I just had to shut it off because I was just blitzed out of my mind.
right.
I think it was like one time, but not like a couple people on there used to get where they'd just be like, fuck, just just just
Dude,
cake to a chair.
I've been belligerent before. Only once I've been really belligerent,
Yeah.
but usually when everyone else is like really drunk, I'm like, I keep up with them. You know what I mean? I actually take shots with you guys, drink beers, and I'm like,
You got
what I mean?
you got to find that line. Like
Yeah.
do
You gotta find that thin line of take a shot, drink a beer, or like when you're drinking a beer, you don't just chug it, you sip it. You find your ways to
have you ever golfed?
golfed.
Yeah, have you ever,
Like wait, actually
like
golfing.
actually golfing, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Have you ever
well,
tried to
no.
golf?
I don't think I've ever actually got like I've like my buddy next door. He was a golfer, like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
We'd shoot balls, like hit balls into like the woods,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So like
So-
I've never went to a golf course. You know?
So like I do. I do a lot. It's something I started doing when
Of course you do.
well, I something I used to do with my dad when I was like 14, and it just kind of has carried.
Suck.
That
Yeah.
well, that was the only time my dad would let me drink, is when we were golfing when I was in front of him. So
Right. Yeah.
he would actually let me go with him and have a couple, but you find like a fine line, like usually like 3 beers in, where your body and your muscles are relaxed enough where you're doing really well and it feels good. But
Yeah.
as soon as you have like one more drink and you go just over that line, or you drink a little bit too fast on your next drink, you fall apart. And it's kind of the same mindset. You got to find that cruise control zone, that autopilot.
Oh yeah, I agree. I'm just making sure there was nothing in my beer bat.
You got some bugs in there, dude? Like, what's up?
No, I don't think so. But like,
That is something I was worried about with my horn. Because I can't see the bottom of my horn.
I can see the bottom, but like, I don't know if it's a black speck. I don't know what it is. It's like,
You got vodka
just
around
kinda
you,
like-
right?
yeah, I got a vodka.
Pour a little bit of vodka in it, swish it around. It'll disinfect it.
No, I don't got vodka around me. No, it's in the kitchen.
Anything over 90 proof, pour it in there and swish it around. Same as rubbing alcohol.
I don't have anything over 90 proof right now, honestly.
Hmm.
I know, right?
That's weird.
I mean, I do.
Gotta
It's in the kitchen.
Got to restock for tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
if
think I
if
no,
Kay-
I
if,
think the
if
yeah.
Kayla don't pull the cord on that one, because I know you were on the throttle a little too hard for a while, but
Oh yeah, just a little.
yeah, just a wee bit. I know last week I did not expect to be in as rough a shape as I was, but Saturday when I had to wake up stupid early because I left the house at like 5:15 Saturday, and we got done with the broadcast at like 1:30 last week. I was I was at the job site regretting my life. Like I was like, this is awful. Like I'm so glad I don't have to work. Like I'm not actually on the crew to do the work. I just have to check in on things and be there if the homeowner has questions. I took a nap. I'm not even gonna lie. I took like a 2-hour power nap in the Jeep out front out front of this guy's house, just sitting, AC cranked, just knocked out, chilling.
I feel that shit.
How much
Just so
does
you
that
guys
hold?
know, 3
3 beers? Hmm.
Mm-hmm. And I want to there's something in it, and I got it up from with the beer, so I'm happy with myself.
Sling me some ideas for my new studio in the new house.
Oh, new studio?
Yeah, I'm getting because with my situation, I'm getting like a huge bedroom just for this.
Okay. So I mean,
this
I
and my
think
racing stuff, obviously, but
I think a pattern, soundproof room would be good.
well,
But
it's on the other side of the house. It, like, doesn't necessarily need to be soundproof.
But me personally, for me, I would have drunken idiots, lights up and stuff like that, and I'd probably have a good sized desk where I can have like multiple cameras around, right? Because like for like my room is gonna my room is slowly becoming more and more where I could put different. Well, I need to buy cameras and all that stuff, but like when I can buy more cameras, I'm gonna buy cameras and have them like set up around the room.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have like people come and all that stuff. So like I would have that, and then my setup in a whole nother spot. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My gaming setup. I mean, a desk. But I've always liked the fact of having a big wide desk, and like
this is a 5-foot card table right here. This is what I'm on right now.
I don't know how big my desk is, but I'm gonna say 6 foot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 6 foot.
And you have that little side desk too.
Yeah, plus I got the side.
I don't have that. I have like a little old heater that I put like my candle warmer on and stuff like that, so it smells nice in here.
Sorry, 3.5. 2 beers and a half of
okay.
one. So.
But no, I'm just thinking of ideas. Because I'm probably gonna paint the room green, like this color.
Oh, like intimate. Oh, a green screen. You're gonna just have
I'm painting the entire room green screen, putting LEDs up so the color in the actual lighting in the room is consistent throughout. And I'm gonna go around the borders. That way, it doesn't cast shadows, no matter what direction you're from. Because like, if you have green screen working, if you've worked with it, shadows are a pain in the ass. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I need another light right here because like for one, there's a shadow right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate that. That shadow annoys me.
Yeah.
And like plus like if you know how ring lights go.
Yeah.
Right here it's dark as hell. You know what I mean? Basically, right here is dark as hell. Just right here is light. It's fine, but I would like to be able to just have it all lit up.
Yeah. I wanted to have like one wall of like I don't want to say like personal effects, but like one wall like of a shelf with like personal stuff on it, or like a tribute wall like of my different projects I have going on the tribute like. Are you muted?
Yes, I'm using chat text.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Keep going.
Yeah. I almost wanted like an accent wall or something like that in there where I like all my different projects, like my racing broadcast, Drunken Idiots, Thirsty Thursdays on the wall, and like I don't know, like little trinkets, like I don't know, mugs, like cool drinking mugs because I have the horn, I have a couple of beer steins, I have a Das Boot.
What I mean. Would you just call this a beer bat or like what?
Yeah, it's a beer bat. Yeah.
I think
Here
I'm one of the only
we have beer
first
helmets here.
beer helmets. Ooh.
It's a beer helmet tower. It's a football helmet you put on the table, and it is a full tower this big around that goes up 6 feet full of beer. It's like 3 pitchers of beer in one big
Oh,
tower.
we have those, but like I've only seen them. You know what's crazy for it? I've only seen them in skating rings.
No, we have those at like bowling alleys, bars.
No, wait, not. Wait, okay, no. Bowling alley. Sorry,
Yeah.
not skating rings. Sorry, we probably have at bars then. Yeah. Oh wait, no, yeah, we have there. I think there's a bar or two that sells them, but bowling alleys, yeah.
There's a Tilted Kilt that has them too. They have them for UFC fight nights. They have them for half off.
Huh.
Or if you they do like funky rules sometimes. Like if you finish it in a certain period of time, you get the next one like half off. Like they have like funny rules with them, depending on the event.
Not bad.
Mm.
Not bad.
But no, I was just thinking of
So,
ideas for the new room. That's all. Trying to like.
I think them are good ideas. I mean,
I was thinking about framing like a Drunken Idiots T-shirt, like my white T-shirt, and putting it in a frame and putting it on the wall.
not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all.
And but that's just me because like one half of the room is gonna be like this. The screens, kind of floating.
So you're gonna buy like more screens and like more monitors and
Probably.
monitors.
Yeah.
Probably another PC and everything.
I technically have another PC, but it's at my brother's house and he doesn't want to give it up.
You just gotta snatch that shit.
His wife uses it and
get him right in the dome.
Wow, no. Get my shit back. No. I might consider it. I really don't see the allure with 2 PCs, honestly.
Right.
I would rather get beefy internet and a beefy PC than have 2 PCs and have to split the internet. That's just me, my personal opinion on it. But I want like an area. What I'm thinking, and I like your creative mind, so you could probably chime in on this. But I'm thinking like an area of, just the screens and the gameplay stuff and the main booth of where I sit, right? But I also want to set up a camera on the other side of the room, like facing just a green screen wall, so I can stand up. I can swap cameras, stand up, come across the room, and like point at the wall like a dude that does the news with the weather, like a green screen background. And I can sit there and do stuff with like, I don't know, a game in the background or whatever else. Obviously, I have to have a monitor to be able to see myself of what the hell I'm doing, but I can do something like that in the room as well. I think that would be something fun. But
not a bad idea.
Something like I said, like an entire studio and a bedroom in like one big room.
Yeah.
Because the room is the size of the garage. Like it's a whole garage, two car garage. It's the room above it.
That's not bad at all.
So.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't mind doing something like that because like there's this podcast I watch. It's called Leftovers.
Yeah.
And it's a part of another. It's like what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like so like it's they do political stuff, and in their whole setup is like the White House, the fucking flag, and like all kinds of like stuff like America stuff, and they'll be like, we're in our $500 million studio right now. The White House just sitting behind us, because we're rich like that, fucking with people, because people talk shit about them having money and shit, and but like that's something I want to do, like where it that's like the idea,
Yeah,
it's green screens come in handy a lot. Like,
it's they've
flag is
smoothed out.
Great.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, the flag is great, but see, like when I get everyone here and that we're able to do episodes all together, and ideal situation on every episode we can do together, I want the whole setup to be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be like completely different, where it looks like we're in an actual like legit studio.
You could do that technically, but like from
It would only
remote.
show my end.
Well, no, actually,
Well, if everyone got the green screen,
there's a way you could do it. If everybody had a green screen and they all sat in the same way and they had their camera set up the same direction.
That would be kind of hard.
I mean, it would take some coordination outside of this.
Yeah.
But like, say for example, I had a camera on my left side, right? Now, I mean, it wouldn't even matter because you could technically reverse it with filters, so it doesn't matter what side it's on. So like, say I had a camera right here, and it's just the camera points at me sitting at a table. At that same distance to that camera, you have the same thing. You're sitting at a table, and you have a camera at that same distance. If you combined the two images together via green screen onto a broadcast, then you could change the background to us actually sitting at a table, and we're at the same angle. The lighting would probably be similar. That's the only thing I think would look weird, is maybe our skin tones would look different because the lights would be slightly changed.
Right.
But
I mean, we do have to. Yeah. I would like to. I would like to see if it would work. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it could be done. It very well could be done. It would just take a little bit of effort.
Yeah.
Outside of this to get it to work right. But I don't have that ability here because of my tight space. This is like a 5 foot by 5 foot square that I'm in.
I have the ability here. I mean,
yeah.
My room is.
Yeah. So.
Good. I think my room's big, but not as big as the room you're gonna get. But
yeah, I'm excited about the new setup, about the house. But I've got to wait until just about September.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really the lady's fault.
You started off with that, so I'm gonna say it's the lady's fault.
Well, yeah. Well, the way this true story works, and for those that don't know, is this house that I'm currently in got sold by the homeowners, which I just rent, so it is what it is. I have to be out of here in a little over 2 weeks. My house that I was planning on going to anyway should have been ready, but the lady that lives in that house that's allowing us to take over the payments, which the payments are dirt cheap, I can't really, get out of that. It's
right.
$1,400 a month for like a 5-bedroom house.
Right.
That's 3 stories.
Are you renting it or own?
Rent to own.
Rent to own.
So
okay.
essentially, I'm taking over payments.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay.
But when we get this, when I get this house, it's like 5-bedroom, 3 stories, it has bonus rooms and stuff like that. So, $1,400 a month, which for what it is ain't bad. I mean, I have a cousin that was trying to get a 2-bedroom apartment, and she was looking at paying $1,400 a month just for that. So, I'm kind of lucking out when it comes to that. But she's building a house while she's living there, and she's planning on moving into the built house. And her contractors, there's been a delay, like a 2-month delay before it finishes. So there's obviously some issues. I was like, well, I had this planned, but I understand, when you have a bunch of different contractors working together on a project, there's not a whole lot you can do.
Right.
So
right,
it's not entirely her fault. So where I'm going now, I'm not going to have the ability to do this. Unfortunately, just because of the way it is, I got to suffer a little bit. But when I finally do move into that house, all my stuff will be in the house next door. So I'll literally just walk my stuff across a yard into the house that I'm going to stay in. So there's not really going to be any moving. It's just going to be moving my stuff from one house to the next door neighbor.
Oh, nice. Not bad.
So it's not a bad deal for what the hand I'm being given.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah. That being said, yeah, Mike won't be here for a good hot minute.
I love your good hot minute.
We'll say like late September, latest.
Yeah, we'll just say late September is fine. If
October, the bare minimum, right?
If it's earlier than that, then it'd be best. But
yeah,
if it's not,
that'd be great.
If it's not, it is what it is. The forces that I'm kind of working against is in its contractors.
Yeah, I mean, Bro, yeah. You're working on contracting time. You're not working on your time. You're not working on her time. You're not working on anyone's time but the contractors.
Yeah, so and you know, and I understand because I live in that same world. It's not easy to find workers right now, and things get delayed because of it. So
Right.
I get it, but it just sucks.
They need to get their shit together.
Yeah, it sucks because I had stuff planned, and I'm like, oh well, that screws that up. So
yeah. So what are you doing about the races? Like, you know, you got to step away from those too.
yep, everything's done. Luckily, most of my seasons are coming to a close. I'm gonna miss like a couple of the back end races on those seasons on a couple of the guys, but I've worked with most of them for a year and a half, 2 years now. So they're like, don't worry about it, just come back when you can. And, real life happens.
Right. Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's not. Yeah. It's not your fault. You know.
I mean, yeah, I did feel bad though. I'm like, yeah, let's knock out another season. And then there's one group in particular that they're resetting their season midway. Like they do a season where they're in one vehicle and they do one type of courses, and then they swap to another vehicle and a different type of course, like a different type of road, like surface. So like they're doing road races, which is road courses all around the world in American trucks, like NASCAR trucks, which is it's a really weird combination.
Okay. Yeah, it is a weird combination.
They get halfway through their season and then they're switching. So I'm actually going to miss the switch from one to the other.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but I mean,
But I'm gonna be able to get most of that first half out of the way. So I mean, that's I talked to them today about it, and they're like, "No, dude, it's cool. Don't worry about it. It's fine." But
I'll be right back. I'll be like.
I don't think that thing's gonna stand up on its own.
No, I've tried.
Yeah, you might need to carry that with you, dude.
Yeah.
That's it.
I gotta carry it everywhere.
So yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. Real life happens. But I will still be working in the background. I'll still do the merch. Still do all that good stuff for the show. And I will return at some point. So that is the kicker. But Thirsty Thursdays is gonna have to hold off for a little while. After 2 more episodes? The 17th, I believe. Let me check the calendar. Yeah, the 17th. So 2 more episodes. 17th, I gotta be out of here. So that's kind of the unfortunate bit of it, but so I get a summer off. I get a summer off and get to do stuff, but like I said, after the summer I will be back. We'll return. I'm still doing the merch in the background, so we're all good.
You'll be still doing the merch and clips, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a you thing. Like, you need to know that, but they need to know that the merch is still going to be available. All that good stuff.
Yeah, he'll still be here.
Yeah,
he'll still be here.
So I will still be helping as much as I possibly can.
We're gonna miss you, bro.
Yeah.
But there's gonna be a good. I have a good plans for his last day.
A good leave of absence, exit type of thing.
Yeah. I have a great. If everything goes as planned, because I haven't set anything up yet. But if everything goes as of like tomorrow, when I start setting everything up, if everything goes smoothly. Oh, it's gonna be a banger!
I have something. This isn't a present for you, but this might lead into a gift for you. I don't know. So you see this right here?
Yeah, I see that.
It's a mouse pad.
Okay.
Off of a picture that was on my phone.
Okay.
So I can actually make a mouse pad with Drunken Idiots logo and all the other good stuff on it, and all that stuff for your PC. Ooh. Your new PC that you're rocking right now.
Yes, sir. I see. Yeah, that I literally was thinking that the other day. I was watching Tim, the Tap Man, and he was rocking his mouse pad, and he got it from HyperX, and it was just like it was Tim and the Tap Man, and I was like, bro, I want a mouse pad.
I made this in the bedroom over there.
Ooh, how big can you make them?
Oh, well, this is just a standard mouse pad size, but I have the press I have is 18-inch by 18-inch, so I can make one up to that big.
Okay.
Like I have a full desk mouse pad already for this desk, like the rollout one, so I can't do that. But I can do up to 18-inch by 18-inch.
Okay.
Just so you know, I thought about it the other day. I was like, maybe we should get Jordan a Drunken Idiots logo mouse pad on it and put the little beer mugs all over it and stuff like that, and send it to him just like in a random package one day.
Ooh,
Like you asked me for a hoodie, and I just sneak it inside the hoodie so it falls out while you're putting on a hoodie or something.
And it's just like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love that. Like, yeah. Absolutely love that.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty good at doing all the little custom things, like the coffee mugs. I still haven't quite got right.
It happens.
I can't get the logos straight because it's actually rotating on like an actual oven. Like it's actually baking it into it while it's rotating, and sometimes it moves a little bit, so it has a tendency to, the logo's not perfectly straight. It'll end up canting to one side or the other. But I was gonna make one that had Drunken Idiots on it for you, just a coffee mug, and then on the bottom was gonna be a middle finger
in my pants. Ooh,
it's just gonna have a middle finger on the bottom, so when you drink it, it just shows the finger on the bottom.
That would literally be dope as fuck.
Yeah,
bro. That or my favorite word, pussy.
Yeah, on the bottom, just exclamation.
Pussy.
Yeah, put that on the bottom of it.
Dude, I love that word. Or bussy.
Oh god, who was it we threw off with that one on the episode? It was so bad.
Dude.
Oh no, that was Florida Crazy.
Yeah,
they're like, bro.
You know what a bussy is,
bro?
And I'm like, yeah, I know what a bussy is.
Yeah, he's sitting on camera right now. No.
Dude, yeah.
They were so thrown off from that, and they were. I can't believe how hammered the one got. He was blitzed.
Dude, that was the drunkest guest we've ever had.
He got a little sleepy.
He got tore. Did you see their TikTok they posted of the episode?
I don't know. I saw the one you posted with. It's just got my giant mug face on it from FaceTime.
Go, open up.
I got on my computer or phone.
On your computer. Open up this TikTok. Florida's crazy.
I have them saved.
Okay. And then show the viewers as well.
Just a second. I'm gonna have to move screens 1 minute and resize it because this screen's way too big. Let's do Florida Crazy.
This will be the last time I leave real quick.
Oh yeah. Oh, why they gotta zoom in on my face? Why they? Oh god. Hold on a minute. Let's do. Do I have window capture? Jeez. Done. Properties. There we go. Unless you pee your pants.
Bro, where did my headset go? I just launched it all the way over here. What the fuck?
I don't remember saying this.
Bro, all right, dude. I remember you saying it. Okay, share that screen, baby boy.
All right, I got it.
So
I'll share the screen with you. Hold on.
Share that screen, baby boy.
Hold on, let me see. Share screen for the crazy. Go live.
Okay. You ready? I'm ready.
Oh yeah. All right. So
Cool unless you pee your pants.
no.
You ain't cool unless you pee your pants.
I'm on demon time. Hold on. Let me time.
Let's
My
bring a
boy in
YouTube.
the back is drunk, homie. He's out here representing drunken
He
idiots.
is.
What's your fucking life worth?
And we're gonna watch some TikToks as well.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh wow, he's done. He's done.
You ain't cool.
You ain't cool unless you pee your pants.
Bro, it's a Happy Gilmore one all day long. The Happy Gilmore quote
I love it.
all day long. You ain't cool unless you pee your pants. Man, who commented on that? I can't read it. It's not letting me. Why you do this?
You take over the show, man.
Sorry, let's go ahead and close that out. Cause I forgot my audio is so loud on that. All right.
I wanted to say, guys, we are at 102 subscribers. You guys are great. We love you. Cheers. I'm gonna take a geek gulp. Where do you think I should stop at? Here?
I mean, it's not. It's Thirsty Thursdays. It's not Drunken Idiots. Drunken Idiots, I tell you to drink the bat. So
You're right. You're right.
save your liver for tomorrow.
I'm a sip.
Yeah.
We're gonna be coming out. So, me and Memphis are actually in the works of a lot of things. We're gonna be going ham this Saturday, guys. So we're coming out with after parties, and after parties is gonna be after the stream. A little bit more editing, a little bit more things, maybe some sound effects. See what happens, play with it, and then we're gonna also do idiot moments. And that's going to be like all the clips combined. And it's going to be the most idiotic moments we have in that episode. And it's just going to kind of be like, where when you watch a YouTube video or something where they show a funny video and they go, that little cut screen or something like that. It's something like that. Or have like the Drunken Idiots logo come and there's something, something interesting. And it's gonna be after parties are gonna be for everything, so that's gonna be also for Thirsty Thursdays.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's gonna be like Thirsty Thursdays after party, Drunken Idiots after party, stuff like that, and then starting that stuff up. And also, guys, I don't know if I don't know who it is. I don't know who you. I don't know where you guys come from, but the other channels that I promote on the Instagram, you guys have been showing some love. I mean, sheesh, you've been showing some love. The last post on Jordan's Adventures got 160 likes. And then the post before that got like 60 something likes. So, you guys are killing the game out here. I really do appreciate that. And, I haven't posted a YouTube video on that channel. So it's actually quite nice seeing that I've already seen results. And also for Mr. Zorlock, stuff's, banging off on that too. Stuff's coming out. A lot of content's coming out, guys. So be prepared for Drunken Idiots coming out with a lot. But Drunken Idiots also is more than just Drunken Idiots. We're Drunken Idiots, but it's also a lot of other stuff too. And eventually you'll get to that point where it makes more sense. It's in my head right now. It's all in my head.
You gotta unravel that thing. No.
Yeah, we'll be here for hours.
Speaking of adventures, on more of the upbeat topic, as we know, I'm a dad, as you saw my mouse pad.
Dad.
I'm a dad.
What a loser.
I'm a DILF. No.
DILF. He's a
my oldest wanted to sign up with like this little martial arts place up the road from me, but she wanted to take the class with me.
Okay.
Like she does Taekwondo and she's done that for about a year now.
Okay.
But she wanted to do something with me, and she's like, "Dad, let's do jujitsu." I was like, "Honey,
Bring her on Drunken Idiots, bro."
yeah, right. Have a drink now. She's like, "Dad, I want to do jujitsu." I was like, "Dad already knows how to fight from the ground, love. Like I've already done that, so
right.
It won't be fair because we're not learning at the same time."
Right.
So The place that she goes to now offers I forget the name of the martial art. It's with swords.
Uh-huh.
It's like a Japanese martial art with swords. I don't remember the name of
Huh.
it. I don't remember the name of it. But anyway,
Seems dangerous, but okay.
it's wooden swords. That's what they
Oh, okay.
start
okay.
with. So and it's those like you ever see like the guy on like TikTok, the guy's
Like
practicing with swords, and it's like a wooden bamboo sword with like a rubber end to it. You know what
Are
I'm
you talking about? Oh, are you talking about like that one step the flat where you put your arm behind your like you put one
That's
arm
fencing.
behind
No, that's not.
Fence-
No,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's fencing. No, this is actually like a Japanese style, where like they teach you how to use like katanas and stuff like that. Like
Okay.
the actual martial arts behind it from back in the day. They teach you how it works.
Okay.
Using these wooden swords, and I was like, we could do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I have no idea what I'm doing when it
Right.
when it comes to that, and she has no idea what she's doing. So that's going to be an adventure in itself. Watching a 30-year-old man and an 8-year-old on the same level in the same martial arts class. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, kid, I'm gonna beat you.
I'm gonna beat you
I'm
down
gonna
today.
like wait till we get home. You grounded.
Wait until we get home.
No, but no, that's gonna be its own adventure in my own aspect is doing that with the kid because she's like super into that stuff. She's a really mild mannered person, but she's like super into that stuff.
Right.
Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, like she's really mellow. I have two, right?
Yeah.
One is the one that's super mellow, chill, relaxed all the time. Kind of like you. For the most part, you're mellowed out.
Yeah.
The other one is a dick, but she is so mean. She'll go up and smack you like while she's walking by. She's 2. She is what we refer to as an asshole. So, I would expect that out of the one that's kind of mean to want to do stuff like that. But the 8-year-old is like so into combat sports, but she's just like the most mellow personality, that I've really encountered. So, she wants to do it with me. I'm like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, that's
really
good.
good.
But more of an uplifting moment is
So
I get to beat my 8-year-old kid's ass in a karate studio.
that is a very uplifting moment, bro. You get to literally like if your kid's bad, now you can legally beat the shit out of her
with a stick.
with the stick. Dude. Let's go.
On the course sign up it says this course comes with free wooden sword. I'm like, all right, cool. Beat my kid's ass with a stick.
So I have a quick some news things. I know we all looking at these gas prices and
Oh, you enjoying that new PC? Now you can do stuff in the background, huh?
yeah, yeah. So I love it, dude. I fucking love it, dude. It's awesome.
Isn't it nice?
So it is great. I love it. So what was it saying? Oh yeah,
gas prices.
gas prices. So I know we're all getting pretty upset about these gas prices out here. I know I'm like come on, what are we doing here? And so a little update from CNBC. CNBC says from a study done. Let's see, they did a chart. I have to see who studied. So the amount of Russian wow, I
Cargo
can't talk.
ships. Is that what you're doing?
I can't.
Can't read.
Carbon. No, yeah, carbon oil. That's carbon oil. Okay, wow, I can't. Oh, wow, I couldn't read that. Okay, the amount of Russian carbon oil that's on the water surges to nearly 8 million barrels this month, according to data from the KBLER. I don't know what that spells. I'm not gonna lie. Up from that's up from less than 30 million barrels prior to the Ukraine invasion.
I'm not gonna lie. That's not that much. You know how
Yeah.
many million
Cool.
barrels we use a
So-
day in the U.S.
So here's the stats. So the first of this year, the first month of this year,
Mm-hmm.
it was at we were at 29.3 million from the date, not today's date, but the 27th of last month. We hit, well, the highest was 20 the day couple days before, that was at 79.1 million. And now last updated was the 27th of last month was 72.4 million. So more of the story. I don't think I think gas prices is gonna start staying for a little bit. We're gonna have to bite this bullet and see what happens, and just kind of like
We have the oil here. That's the thing. I don't even understand why we're
ride the
importing
wave.
it. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, I agree. It's just that
'Cause
we've
Russian-
relied on so many other countries for
Yeah.
so many things, and since COVID hit, America's like, let's make everything ourselves and all that, and now it's like, well, you're not gonna be able to do it as fast as you could go get it from another country because you kind of fucked yourself out of all these years of not doing it yourself.
Yeah, I mean the oil's here. Like the oil is
Right.
here. It's just they're for some reason because I have a buddy that works on rigs
Right.
and works for an oil company. He's got filthy money, but because he also works 2 weeks on, 1 week off, so 24-hour shifts for those 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
he kind of there's a reason why he makes filthy money. But anyway,
Yeah.
no, he says they can't open new leases. Like when they request to open new leases for like more platforms or more pumps and stuff like that onshore, offshore platforms obviously, because you have to request like a lease to basically lease that ground from the government and things like that. They're not
Right.
allowing them to. I don't know. I don't know what the red tape. I'm just gonna call it red tape. Is that like why you would do that? But they're not allowing them to open up any leases.
We'll have to look into that for sure
'cause-
more. Like we'll have to see.
Well, they say they're like, well, we have this many open leases, but those leases run out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they're open,
Yeah.
but they run out over time. And if you don't let them open new ones or extend the old ones, a lease, the way a lease works, it runs out. Like, it gets to a point where you can't do it anymore because you're essentially borrowing that piece of land.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
So at some point it does run out, and if they're not letting them extend them or make new ones, then it's kind of jacked up. I personally have been riding a motorcycle every day to work, so even with the bike though, it still kills me. I still pay $20 to fill it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I have to use premium because of the bike.
Right.
So it's well over $5 a gallon. It's like 5.5.
Yeah.
So and it only holds 4 gallons. So,
We just hit 5. Like, well, we're at $4.99 right now.
well,
so.
our governor issued a statement that the state will no longer charge state tax on gas here, and that kept us from hitting 5, and it cut us back. It cut us back like 30 cents or something like that.
That's good.
So
yeah,
like he suspended all state tax on petroleum-based products.
That's not bad.
Until further notice, just to try to alleviate some of the price. But doing what he can, really. I mean, he can't do anything really more than that.
Right.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't really do much when it comes to gas prices. I mean,
yeah, kind of got you right in nuts on that one.
Yeah, like I that's why like when people talk about gas prices, I'm just like, it goes one year out the other because everyone's like blaming who and blaming this, blaming that, and I'm like, let's hold your horses.
Well, there's so many factors, so many variables. The easy way to say it is to either blame it on Trump or Biden, whichever. That's the easy and simplified way of saying
just throwing it away,
shortening up a 3-day conversation.
Right, there's because there's so many factors other than just.
That's what I mean. There's 9,000 variables.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now,
and our president is being whoever you blame. That's the last because like this is a global thing.
The only thing that I I do kind of put a blame on him in general is when he was taking office. One of his mainstays is we are going to end like no more fracking, no more at home oil drilling, and we're going to cut our fossil fuel usage. Which okay, you want to do that, but hindsight being 2020, you're only in office for 4 years. If you really want to cutting our carbon imprint and cutting our fuel consumption, that's like a 20-year plan.
Yeah. And
And
that, yeah.
in reality, you're there 4 years, 8 max.
Right.
You're not going to be able to do it no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now,
And
putting
see,
the plans in place, yeah, but as soon as someone takes your job after you, your plans are just gone. And it's just a waste of money.
that's when when we like have new presidents and we re-elect, I'm like like when stuff goes good and then the new president just changes everything, and I'm like,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
what did we do? What did we vote for
Yeah.
in the beginning?
Well,
Why
that's
are
what-
we doing this?
And that's what I don't understand is why are you writing your campaign on a 20-year promise, 25-year promise? You're fucking 70 something.
Yeah,
You ain't even gonna be here long enough to see this one all the way through. No offense,
right.
but in reality, the average American lifespan of a male is like what, high 70, early 80.
Hey, don't say that. Don't say that.
Early 80.
We're all of us are living up into our hundreds,
As
baby.
of right now, all right, bro. I got a while to get. I'll get there before you will. Shut your mouth. So
hey, you're right. Well, I guess you're the test dummy then.
you'd be
right?
trailing, yeah.
Yeah.
By the time we get old, we'll be like, bionic limbs and all that crap. But
that
no,
goes into a theory though. Real quick, that goes into a theory. When you talk about age,
what's up, buddy?
I think that you would like this one because
Okay.
you were into conspiracy theories that we talked about, and this is a good one. And I think this is something I would like to keep up with, like not just this topic, but like other conspiracy theories on Thirsty Thursdays. But I guess it's not more of less. I guess it's more of less. I don't know. You guys could take it as a conspiracy theory or not. I don't think it is. I think it's just logic, and to make we're doing something wrong. But if you look at like certain animals and certain certain animals and certain
Dude, you said that so fast it sounded like you said certain anals. I was like, whoa.
certain.
What we talking about? Sorry, you took me. Sorry, go ahead.
But like certain animals, living things on this earth, they have like trees, an example. Like one is a tree. Trees can live for thousands of years, and
certain species can, yeah.
Right. Certain species of like whales, certain species of dolphins could live hundreds of thousands of years. Turtles, exactly. And we're still like
Him downstairs said, yeah, me too.
We're still hey, how's it going? We're still okay, sorry. We're still living until 70s,
70, 80.
70, 80, 100 if we
Unless
get
you're
lucky.
a blue collar guy, you just sit there and hold the stress in and bottle it up and you die in your 50s like every other man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Be quiet. The stress is real.
I'm joking. No.
But it's kind of crazy to me that us humans on this earth, we live up to max 80, and before it was sooner, like 50s. I mean, back in the 1600s, you died in your 30s, you know what I mean? Like you died early, so like it's kind of crazy to me. What have we changed since then?
Modern
and what
medicine.
that too.
Penicillin did a lot of that. Infections.
Yeah. I think a lot of it though. I think a lot of it is just how we take care of our bodies. You know what I mean?
We take care of our bodies worse than we did in the past, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like the shit we eat and pollute ourselves with versus what we used to do in like the 40s, 30s, stuff like that. Like we eat worse food in some cases, and some food is kind of more nutritional than others, which explains why the average height is slowly increasing. We're getting more nutrition in our diets.
Dude, that is true. My brother and sister are like close to being as taller than me, and I'm like,
But if you look
what
at
the hell?
if you look at like 17, 1800s and stuff like that, the average male was like it was like a little over 5 foot.
That's
Like my height, like
crazy.
5'6", 5'5".
Yeah, you shorty.
In that ballpark. And now the human male, and I'm using male not because I'm excluding females, no, because I'm a dude. So it's getting closer and closer to 6 foot, the average height.
Right.
So like if you look at the charts over time, humans are slowly becoming taller and taller and taller, and it's based on, yes, we have more access to more nutrition in our diets. We also have more access to stuff in our diets that kills other parts of our bodies.
Right, yeah.
So like, yeah, it's got more nutritions in it, but it's got rat poison in it. Okay, cool. So like,
Fuck it.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so
It's.
you ever
I
seen George
understand,
Washington? You ever been to George Washington's house in Virginia,
Yeah.
around in DC? Okay,
I don't think so.
when I was younger, we did this tour of like DC and like all the monuments and stuff
Ooh.
like that. Which
What,
was
as like a class trip?
yeah. When I was in school, so it was
I think that there
really
was an
really cool.
opportunity for me to do that in high school, but I wasn't necessarily how would you say it?
You're poor.
That
I mean, I was too.
that
But
I mean that, and also I was just a troubling kid. You know what I mean? Like I would be like, "Yo, fuck you, you pussy,"
not,
and they'd be like, "Whoa."
I get that. I was the same way, but I liked history, so like it kind of,
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, let's go. So if you ever go to like the house that George Washington was in, and see his actual bed, like the bed he like no shit slept in, it's like 5 foot tall. Like it's like the bed is actually like 5 feet.
Dang.
It's like it's not that big. It's like a twin size like width, and it's literally like a twin size bed. It's very small. He was not
So you think?
was not a tall guy at all. Same thing with
So let me ask
Napoleon.
you this.
Napoleon was short as fuck.
So do you think that like, do you think we'll live longer if our food gets better then, and keeps on getting better?
I mean, that kind of. I mean, yeah.
Like if you like say
If
say
the
you are
thing
a
is,
person
we have to
that
kind of.
doesn't
Sorry, go ahead.
say you're a person that doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, right? Eats very healthy all the time, vegetarian, vegan diet, whatever, right?
Yeah.
You think that if people did like, were just healthy, no toxins in their body, you think they'd live a lot longer than they do now? Like we do
You're
now.
never gonna get rid of all the toxins. That's the problem.
I mean,
The air you breathe is fucking poisonous.
well, yeah, okay.
So
Well,
like,
I'm
you're
not
never
putting
gonna
that in
you're never gonna
consideration.
get rid of it all. Is my point.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true. Dude,
But I get what you're saying. So like, based on a nutrition wise, I think a lot of comorbidities, and stuff like that is caused by a shit diet. If
That's true.
I'm not saying vegan's the way. I'm not gonna pretend like I know about like that stuff more than anybody else. I'm not gonna say vegan, vegetarian, or anything. Any diet's better than the other. But the thing is we're getting more nutrition in our diet. Like the direction it's going is we're getting more nutrition readily available. Not really in our diet. More nutrition is readily available, but the additives they put in the food that you get nutrition out of cause cancer. So like the back end is, in an ideal world where yes, you get prime nutrition and you get your prime nutrition and stuff like that in these foods that we're getting now, and this availability of these foods we have now. Yeah, that's awesome. We're getting more nutrition, but you're trying to preserve it to move it around the world, and those preservatives cause a dumb amount of cancer, which is counterbalancing what you're trying to do. You're trying to make something that's super nutritional to help human growth and human longevity, But the preservatives of you getting it around the world and being able to distribute it is what's actually going to kill people from cancer, things like that.
I'm only looking at looking at you weird is because here's a news update. NASA to reveal hell-like planet that rains lava at night. NASA what the fuck?
I mean,
Like,
it's hot.
what do you mean?
It's hot. It's hot as fuck.
I know, but like, what planet? It's like the picture shows a planet by the sun,
That's
and I'm like,
Mercury.
but it doesn't say Mercury. So like, why would you just say Mercury?
It's
right?
like it's another solar system's Mercury, basically, and they're trying to play it up to get I can't say it. Publicity? I don't know.
I don't know, but that's like,
Oh yeah. You're right. It is. Diet is important, yes, but I was just talking about like, does diet have does contribute to like human growth over the period of time? That's what I was referring to. Is like, you look at like the foods that were kind of shit back in the day, and people were really short, and as food has gotten more nutritional, it's kind of slowly increased the actual height of the average human over the past 100 or so, 100 to 200 years. But in order to maintain human longevity, he is right. You have to get off your ass and move around and be somewhat active. In order to, like, diet's only part of it. So
sorry, I'm just really amazed by this.
he said 55 Canary, the Doom Planet. That's what he said. That's what him downstairs is talking about. Talking about what you just brought up.
Yeah. So okay. So cloudy with the.
He said DMX lives there. X gonna give it to you. What?
Yeah. So it says okay. So NASA says cloudy with the chance of lava rain? Question mark. NASA WW it's at so it's an at so is set to study two unknown explore known as super Earths, right?
Yeah.
So called because they're rocky like Earth but larger than our home. One of the planets 55. Yeah.
That's weird.
So-
That's weird. Why they would look for a planet that's larger than Earth? That just means they. Well, I mean, it goes off density still, but
But it rains lava. I'm so confused.
it rains lava.
It says super Earth, right? Okay, so like what I'm reading right here. Okay, never mind. This is kind of like one of those things. Like, why are like, I like it. It's cool. It's really cool, but it's not gonna happen in our lifetime.
No.
It's star
Well,
the sun like star is 41 light years away.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be long. Yeah, the human race will be long gone.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, why would they be looking for a planet larger than Earth? The way it is
Come
now.
on. Dude, they're trying. Dude,
Well,
there's
the
people
reason-
out there that I think that are ready to like they're looking for a planet to live on because they are like, I don't want to be here for when the world ends. And plus, yeah, I think space is one of the places you could live almost forever at, like, a lot longer than you would on Earth. So I could totally see people being like, I want to live longer. I don't want to die, and I don't want this planet no more.
I'm talking about the planet in general. Like, okay, so the way gravity works is gravity is affected by the density of the rock you're on.
Right.
So, yeah, you don't really necessarily know a planet density by looking at it, but you can assume a larger planet that has a rocky surface like Earth is probably more dense because it's bigger. Which means gravity is going to be stronger, which means you're going to weigh more, and it's going to make things more difficult. Why would you look for something that's not a little bit more a little bit more similar to the size? Instead, you're looking at something bigger that, It's gonna suck your cornhole out when you land because the gravity's way higher. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, dude, having my PC back and being able to look up shit. Is
Yeah,
just
you're just all over the news while you're talking.
I am.
Like
I am.
he is getting into it.
Dude, okay, so
but no, yeah, resources are a big thing. Like if you were able to make a robot army like Terminator to go get resources on another planet, I'm about that life. But
yeah,
yeah, I feel like that would lead into other things, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You're draining the resources of another planet. There's no life on it. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no life on it. If there's no life on it, then what?
We found life on another planet. No, you found a bacteria.
Right.
Frozen in polar ice.
Okay, so the Supreme Court is facing a historic case backlog. That's kind of sucks. I mean, that's interesting. So yeah, so the Supreme Court is waiting until the better end to do the largest share of its work in more than 70 years.
So it's just
more than 70 years of
cases. It's just sharing its cases.
It was 70 years.
I figured that would be public knowledge anyway.
The U.S. Supreme Court is waiting until the better end to do the largest share of its work in more than 20 years. So yeah,
I figured that would just be like public knowledge.
I guess so. So I guess they have to like redo. So there's something going. I wonder what's going on because
getting pressured by somebody to do it.
Yeah, probably. Who knows? I haven't been keeping up with the politics recently. Really.
I haven't really either. Everything's such a shit show with the economy right now.
Right. So like I'm just reading articles and just thinking up top of my head like what I read right there. I'm like, why are we doing it? But there could be a good reason and a good cause for it.
I feel like it's public knowledge, but
yeah.
You can look up individual court cases in the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
I wonder why they're making a big stink about it.
I wonder. I wonder what it is.
Yeah, it's gotta be pressures from somewhere. I'm guessing.
I could. I'm looking into it more. It's kind of hard. To like. I give the props to the political commentators that I watch. Props to you to sit here and just research while you're talking. Is this
Yeah.
You got to be a good talker too. Cause
when there's four of us, it's easy. Like when I do the wacky news stories, like the Florida Man news and stuff like that, it's actually fairly easy when there's four of us.
Right. Yeah.
Or the three of us plus one.
Right. Yeah. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier for.
Yeah, because
I don't know.
You and Memphis can get on a tangent for like 30 minutes, and I'll sit here and just pound through web pages of different news stories.
Yeah. See, it's a lot easier because for one, we don't have there's not dead time. So like while there's dead time, you can just research.
Yeah.
And like this last episode, I kind of did it, but Florida's Crazy kind of got my craziness out too. So like I kind of just like threw everything out the window kind of last week.
Man, those boys were funny as hell.
Those boys were great, dude. Great.
Oh, they're trying to. Okay. Here we go. Him downstairs answered a question. Is to probably mostly this is why they're getting pressured.
Okay.
Speaker of the House will try to implement a policy red flag regarding regulating firearms. Oh, so they're doing like a red flag policy. Okay. So
well, I mean,
it's some way to try to regulate firearms.
I mean, well, and then with that case, it's. I mean, I get you guys. I hear you 100%, but it's going to go nowhere. It's mostly Republicans, and most Republicans don't really want to let go of any kind of thing. But
I don't.
But 90% of Americans are all okay with virtual. Dude, my dogs are going off and just like
Donnie said Jordan's gonna have to get rid of his ARs.
Like, get out of here, Donnie. Like, just go away. My dogs are freaking out right now.
I can barely hear him.
So, universal background checks, 90% of Americans want that, and
Starting to
that's
think.
not even. Well, not really. No, I mean, actually, not at all.
I was
Actually,
about to say
it's not
my background check is pretty extensive when I get background checked.
It just that depends on your state. It depends on what your
Goes to the
state
FBI,
decides,
dude. It's federal.
because the
Federal firearms license. That's
yes,
that's what you have to call the FBI
but
and have
in
it
like
cleared.
but in like Texas, you didn't need any licenses.
Yes,
you know,
you
you
do,
don't
unless
need
you buy
license.
it privately.
In Kentucky, where I live, you don't even need a license to carry anymore. You don't need a license to own a gun. You don't need a license. You could just go buy a gun. They check your ID, and that's it.
Yeah,
Quite
well,
literally.
that's what I mean is if you buy stuff privately, you're never going to be able to regulate that. Just like they tried to regulate drugs and had the war on drugs and all that stuff, did real good at that. They're still all over the streets and it didn't work. But as far as buying them from a federal dealer, which is what most people do, like me, you present your ID, fill out this packet, and they call the FBI to check on you as a person for every single sale. If you're buying it out of a trunk in a Walmart, though, you're not gonna get checked by a random guy. I understand that. But
a fun fact with that. A fun fact with that. This is actually one of the things that debated about getting on the topic about is guns, because I like my guns. And so everyone knows you
can talk to me about it. I can talk for days.
My adrenaline rushes when I shoot a gun. I'm like, oh yes, daddy. So I'm not against I'm not against guns. Guns are great. We should protect ourselves. So everyone's clear of that. I do think there should be regulations for sure, 100%, because there's a lot of loopholes. And a fun fact is, and you could quote me on this, every country around us, like Canada, Mexico, even in the UK, they're starting to go into the UK a lot more, is because of the war of Ukraine. That's actually going to be a big thing, which I thought about, because they're going to sell theirs and black market, etc., etc. So most countries get their guns from us, as in people getting them from Mexico over the border. Canada, people say we get them from their country. Actually, technically, we produce more guns than we do have people. So only only like 1 in 3 Americans have guns, and we produce more than their. On the books, yeah. You got a good point on the books, yeah. So we produce more guns than we have Americans, and I mean that's extra. I mean, if you got your friendly, friendly, Desert Eagle.
Him downstairs commented he just bought one the other day, or and I'll read his comment. He said it's a computer-based system. He bought a Hellcat 4 days ago that they just run your social security number and your name, which goes to the FBI, the ATF, all the three-letter organizations, the DEA, and if it pops up or red flags, you get held over, and they do a more full investigation over a more extended period of time, and they really deep dive into your stuff. Which Springfield Armory, nice. Actually, I have a MMP, MMP 2.0 pro combat or pro competition. So I know that the problem is you can't regulate, you can't keep throwing laws at shit that's gonna get done illegally. That's what I know that. Like, I mean, like look at drugs. That's like the number one example. The government tried to regulate drugs, and they've been doing it since 60s, 70s, 80s. They've been this war on drugs, and it hasn't.
Try to regulate drugs, though. If we get into that aspect, we gotta go.
I'm getting there. I'm saying there's similarities between the two, because they had the Fast and Furious thing that happened in the early 2000s, where the government was smuggling drugs in it's 08, 09. Government, or no, maybe 2010, 2011, somewhere in there. The government was smuggling drugs into Mexico, and those guns that the government was pushing into Mexico came back on murder charges for crime back in the U.S. So, it's just kind of messed up. That I think someone should stand trial for that. Just saying. that the government was approving the sale of guns to the Mexican drug cartels, and then ended up back in the U.S. killing American citizens. Just saying, you can look up Operation Fast and Furious, but no, I recently was looking into this documentary about Switzerland. I don't know if you've seen it. When it comes to, oh, okay, sorry, you got your bat.
I'm a bat.
Yeah. So I was looking into a recent documentary about Switzerland. I'm obviously a super pro gun dude, and how pro gun am I? Grenades. All right, that's how pro gun I am. But I was looking into this documentary about Switzerland. They have gun rights there, just like we do, like almost the exact same. Like you have the right to bear arms in Switzerland as a civilian. However, they have government-funded programs and public instruction from an early age, like even in schools, how to handle, operate safely, respect firearms, and like the way it's approached is differently. Here, it's half and half. One half of the country, I love guns, grew up with them, awesome. Other half of the country is they're evil. Not really any particular, reason. It's just they're evil because they've been associated with crimes. Nice work. So,
Thank you.
But Switzerland, they actually have government-funded programs where they have government-funded programs where they actually teach you from an early age all the way through your adult life on how they operate, how to respect them, and how to do it correctly. Here, it's not really the same. It's not so much. But that's because the government's a fucking joke. Now, ultimately, anything the government touches has a tendency to go fucking shit sideways. So that's why a lot of people, and I mean, you say something about Republicans. That's why a lot of Republicans don't want the government in their shit. Because every time the government touches something, it fucks it up. So that's why a lot of Republicans are the way they are. Hold on, I'm missing chat. Hold on. Defense systems for this, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Matter. I mean, pot, illegal in my state. People smoke it every day, yeah. When alcohol was illegal, bootleggers came. If there's a will, there's a way. Correct. Sooner or later, blah, 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 every weapon citizens, the only ones that will have them are criminals and the government. Yeah, that's true. Then about the CIA incident and supplied drugs to inner cities to fund weapons in South America. Yeah, the Contras in the 80s and 90s. The government selling drugs from the cartels to the inner city areas so they can use that money off the books, because that money is essentially off the books at that point, to buy weapons to send to these areas in South America. No, like it's our own government is its own worst enemy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like 90% of the problems was caused by our own government. And that's why Republican people are the way they are. It's like healthcare, for example. A lot of other countries have done it correctly. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
right.
you did your universal healthcare correctly. Can't really argue with that. It works for you guys, for your culture. Which, by the way, in the UK, the culture is way different. But, nice. But it can be done correctly, yes. But every time we attach our government to something, all the way back, as long as you can remember, every time you attach the government to something, it fucks it up all kinds of sideways. So that's why a lot of those people are like, no, let's not have universal healthcare, universal incomes, because our government will just fuck it.
Well, see, that's also put into play of, I don't think our government is good by means anything, but to make any kind of change, you have to put at least one thing to trust. Well, and we haven't really. We have, but we haven't, like, to an extent of really changing. Like you talk about universal health care. We really haven't tried that. Like, if we tried it and we failed, then we fail. And I can tell you now
it's a lot harder to take it away when it's there than it is to give it up, because that's the thing. If you give it to everybody, and we trial it out for a few years, and then we're like, hey man, this ain't working, we're losing money. You know how hard that is going to be to take it away? The fucking riots in the streets that's going to cause from that shit.
But then that also goes into people will say,
Oh, I agree with
okay,
you.
you say that
Something needs to
you say
change.
you say
Yes.
you say yeah, you say that if they try to take that away, there'll be riots in the streets, et cetera, et cetera. Well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, we would have to see what happens because we would never know. But
Oh, I
that
know
would
what you're
also
saying. It's
be
speculative. I know.
it's just yeah, we're just seeing what happens. But
And
if with like the universal healthcare, I mean that's a whole nother situation.
oh, that was
we
just an
definitely need to
example
get
I was
into.
I was throwing out.
But yeah,
that's all.
see, but for one, no one's gonna take anybody's guns away. Like that's just
No,
not
you're
a
never
thing.
gonna be able to.
And that
There's so many.
They can't like that's the thing, like you can't. It's in our amendment, so it's like taking away freedom of speech, freedom of religion. You got to look at the First Amendment. So if you're saying you're thinking about they're going to take away your guns, you got to look at the First Amendment. You can think they're going to take away freedom of speech, freedom of religion. No, that's crazy.
The second
that's
protects the
madness.
first in reality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they can't take away the Second Amendment. No matter, you could still be able to carry guns, still have the right to bear arms, still be able to shoot whatever, do whatever you want. There's just all, we shouldn't have these, incidents like I seen who was that, seen it or heard of it? One of the streamers I watch, someone in Australia was like, we had regulations soon after the first mass shooting they had. They did regulations in the 90s, and they never had another mass shooting ever again. And they are still able to have their guns, just not like fully automatics, or if they, which
Can't have
who knows
fully
if they
automatics
do.
here.
But if they do, then I have to look into that one because they could not. I mean, I know for sure that they have very strong regulations, and people certain people can't get them, certain ages can't get them. You can't just turn 18, turn 21, and you just get a gun like that.
Yeah.
So
I haven't like an issue because I know of one primary example with Australia. And it goes down to like the gun looks evil. Like people see it. It has that AR look. Like so there's a guy that he's actually used to be a firearms manufacturer. He lives in Australia. He made an AR looking bolt action hunting rifle. It had a bolt, operated with a bolt, but it looked like an AR. The government came and seized it and deemed it illegal to have, even though it fit their guidelines because it looked like an AR type of rifle.
Right.
So
well, I think a lot of people,
that's the thing. It's kind of like
I think people take people too literal when people say automatic because everyone knows that they're against the law, obviously. But if you have a 30-round clip, 20-round clip, 10-round clip, and it's a single fire, you could easily turn that single fire with the right trigger finger into an automatic. I mean, if people take it too literal when people are like, take out the automatics.
It's just a definition. There's semi-automatic and there's automatic. It's just a definition of how you're worded. Because, I mean, that matters when it comes to legislation. That's
right.
the thing.
Well, yeah, that's
why everybody takes it seriously.
That's why the people that talk about it, when they say automatic, that's the legislations aren't saying automatics. They're saying the right political right things. They know what to say. But when me and you have these conversations, or other people have these conversations, people take people too literal when they say automatics. Because we're not, people aren't dumb. They're not dumb. It's just that's just the first word that comes to a lot of people's mouths. Is automatic. But obviously, if we had automatics, I mean, if automatics were legal, that'd be crazy. But there's still ways to get your hands on an automatic any day, anyway.
You have to go through the
I do think
licensing. Yeah.
I think in certain states, there's certain states where you don't even have to be the legal age to drink to be able to go get a firearm. Like in my state, it was it could have changed. In my state,
federal, technically.
in my state, it could have changed, but in my state, I know that you could only get a shotgun when you turn 18, and then you can get a pistol when you turn 21. But in other states, they have other rules because
I turned 18. I turned 18 and bought an AR like the week after.
There's a federal, there's federal laws, and then there's state laws, and it just depends on what your state is okay with, and your state can, say, we don't want those certain laws, and they can do how they please. That's the whole point of. I think a lot of people forget about that. You got your federal laws. We get that. There's the federal laws, but it's also the state's description of what they want to put as their laws too. So you could say a federal law says, all right, pistols are only allowed, shotguns are only allowed, and you can't have anything else. Well, then the state has their own government. That's the point of the democracy. The state has their own government, so they're like, well, actually, we want something different. We're allowed to have this. It's all right. So we're gonna go a step further, and that's where it all begins. Is that?
Well, it's like California and New York. You can't get shit there really. As far as firearms, like if you like for example, like they've made it so hard. This was in the '90s. Now this isn't even now. My dad had a motorcycle helmet ticket in New York State. He applied for his carry permit to be able to buy a pistol in New York State. Right? He was, I don't know, 25, 26, something like that. Had 2 kids, had a job, just a regular everyday guy. He was driving from our house to my grandfather's house, which is like a 100-yard strip down a straight road. On his bike, he was just pulling from one driveway to the other, no helmet on, and he got pulled over. And they gave him a no helmet ticket. Well, the judge, you have to go see a judge. At least then, you had to go see a judge when you applied for your permit. And the judge deemed whether or not you could have it or not. Because the no helmet ticket, the judge said, well, obviously you don't respect the laws enough to follow them. So I don't think you're going to follow him with a firearm either, so I'm going to deny this. And he denied it. He denied it. Dad tried again with a new judge, different area, same thing. Denied it. The problem is you want change.
Right.
Which, a lot of things do need to change. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. But you're not going to get change when you have the same people in office that were fucking born before World War II running everything.
Oh, yeah.
You got someone that's been in office for 50 fucking years that has done nothing. Most of them are that way. Huh?
Okay, sorry.
I don't.
They think they. I don't. Okay,
Donnie's being funny.
I've seen.
Yeah, some people think AR is short for assault rifle, which is not true, and not even know the caliber of one. One congresswoman tried saying that the AR put 50 cal slugs into an AR, which is false. However, you say 50 cal slugs into an AR. I'm pro gun. I actually built one that shoots 50 cal rounds. But it doesn't shoot 50 cal rounds. It shoots 50 cal revolver rounds. But it's also called an AR-50 because it's a different model. So, and if you would like to look it up, it's for sale at alexanderarms.com. You can buy the uppers and the ammunition. I also do the reloads here in the house. It's a great weapon system. It's meant to stop cars. Anyway, I shot a fucking huge deer with it like 2 years ago. It's hanging up on my wall.
But
it's great on hogs too, man.
Yeah, so I think that
But no, the standard AR-15 shoots a 2.23 or a 5.56, and it's a smaller bullet than a hunting round.
Yeah, I totally know what you're talking about. Totally know what you're talking about.
See, this is what I'm talking about, Jordan.
Well, no. With that, there's not, I don't know exactly how.
Oh no. Hold on. Side note: him downstairs. Go to if you have another window open, go to alexanderarms.com and look up the 50 Beowulf. It is a AR. It fits on, like, I used to carry the upper in my backpack, and it would mount on my lower, and it fits through the mag well. Fucking awesome.
Whoa.
What happened?
Whoa. I don't know. Oh, pussy.
Oh.
I
Oh,
don't
that's
know
why it stopped. My bad. Hold on. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Why?
But
What is Donnie doing here? Oh,
I don't know
you're
what Donnie's
you're
doing.
ringing. Oh, that's why the thing closed.
I don't know what Donnie
It
doing
closed
here.
out. I gotta rescale the borders. Hold on a second.
Of course you do.
Hey.
Of course you do.
Oh no, now I don't because he didn't answer.
Oh,
So
okay.
no. If you're looking for him, I recommend it. It's an awesome rifle. It's a great weapon system. Next. All right. So anyway, what you're saying? No. He says I see it and I'm getting moist. Yeah, I had one. I used to have one. It was fucking awesome. But it hits like a 12 gauge. Like as far as recoil goes, it's like roughly 12 gauge ish. But the buffer system takes a lot of it out. It's awesome. Anyway, it's great for hunting hogs. Because I have been charged by a herd of hogs before, shooting with a regular AR or like something along those lines. And it's not fun. It's not fun by any means to be charged by hogs.
Look at this pussy
Oh.
popping
See,
in.
Look at these pussies.
What up, Donnie? Oh shit.
What up?
First off, I don't know shit about guns. Second off,
I can fill you in, homie. Like, come on.
second off, I came here to do a celebrity shot.
Oh, you're
I wasn't expecting a fucking call so fast, dude. I text you and all of a sudden it was like.
Yeah, you texted me. I was like, "Hey, what's up? Get on here."
I'm
So
resizing everything. Hold on.
the
Okay,
U-
now we're good. Sorry, go ahead.
So the U.S. House market is so stressful, it's bringing buyers to tears. What the?
What are you doing? Are you like reading something?
Yeah, he's like reading news stories while we're talking.
Yeah. So.
What you're saying with that, the people selling this house, because we had that discussion about how my house got sold and I got till the 17th, all that shit. They got $135,000 over what they bought it for. They can't afford to get the house they want, so they're just buying a camper in a 5-acre plot and dropping a camper on it for a few years until the housing market crashes.
Ooh, smart.
And then buying a house then. So
That's not a bad idea.
So
not a bad idea.
I was tempted on doing that shit myself until the lady offered me her house for $1,400.
Yeah, I mean
$1,400 a month.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, damn, $1,400 for a whole house.
Yeah, but no, it's $1,400 a month. It's obviously rent to own, but it's like I talked to her. It's basically like taking over her payments with how many payments she wants. It's a 3-story home, 5 bedrooms, all that good stuff. So.
Nice.
But being in roofing sales, it needs a new fucking roof, and I'm gonna be like, hey, let me put a roof on this thing so I can get some commission off of you before you leave.
You think the housing market's gonna crash?
Oh, yeah. Dude, it has to.
Yeah. Interest rates are already going up.
I mean,
interest rates are already starting to go up. Yeah.
I mean,
I've talked to a couple real estate agents. It's already topping. It's plateauing right now. It's not increasing anymore. It's kind of plateauing, and if not coming down slowly.
It better, because I'm telling you this now. Like, for someone that was ready to buy a house, I'm getting pretty pissed off looking at these numbers that I'm looking at. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
No.
And what is this bussy drinking over here? A fucking Millard Light, dude? What a fucking pussy!
Dude, we're supposed to take a shot, dude. I came here for a shot.
This isn't even drunken idiots, and then Donnie shows up like, "Hey man, let's do shots." We're talking. We're trying to talk about news and shit.
Listen, bro, I'm tired of the guns and the I mean, I could talk about my family is in the housing market very heavily, but
yeah,
I don't want to get into it. But
okay.
I'll take a shot.
We'll let loose. I'm gonna go get my bottle.
Yeah, I ain't got no liquor, so that's between you two right there.
I'll be right back.
I got no booze. Yeah, get you an Airstream Classic. I don't know. Airstreams are kind of pricey just because of the name on them, right? Am I wrong on that? Shit, I used to build tiny houses with my dad years ago. But I thought about doing that shit, but it's illegal almost everywhere you go, which I think is fucking bullshit.
It's starting to become legal in a lot of places.
Oh no, here I built this is part of the reason why I sold my property here. because the county ruling for where I had my 5 acres and the A-frame that I built was it had to be 1,300 square feet minimum. And at the time, it was just two people living in that. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, there's two of us. What the fuck do I need 1,300 square feet for? I got 5 acres. I'll just go outside, motherfucker. Like, yeah. But anyway.
I think it's so dumb too. Like if you buy your own plot of land, you have to follow a set of rules on your own plot of land.
There's a bunch of little rules they tried slapping on me. So, something kind of funny with that too, right? It was
you better be glad I like you, Donnie, because I'm taking a shot from vodka. Ooh.
You need to just start buying Tito's because that shit goes down pretty smooth.
I got some wild turkey honey, bro.
Hell yeah.
So I built an A-frame, right? And you guys know I'm short as fuck. I'm 5'7".
Short as fuck. Hang on, we're the same height, bro.
Okay,
bro,
cool. Yeah,
bro. You're putting.
I look up to everybody.
You're putting an inch on yourself. You're putting an inch on yourself.
No, I'm 5'7".
5'7".
So yeah,
short.
Yeah, look at yeah. So the lady that I was talking to at the office, she goes, "Well, your house doesn't meet the square footage." I was like, "Yeah, it does." I was like, "If you look at the actual floor plan, it does." She goes, "Yes, by the floor plan." She goes, "But you have angled walls." And he's taking a shot. Anything?
Oh, you already take it?
He just took it, yeah.
Damn it, Jordan! You didn't give me the countdown, dude. You gotta do another one.
We'll do another one. Yeah. All right. Oof,
I'll pause.
Good day.
I'll pause myself.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Oh yeah, that Pepsi. Yeah, put some ash.
That tastes.
Put some.
That tastes like another one, Jordan. That tastes like another one.
Put some butts in that Pepsi for me, so I'll call you out tomorrow to drink it.
Oh no! Shut up.
No. Tastes like another one, bud.
I don't think
the lady hit me because I have angled walls as an A-frame. She goes, anything 6.5 feet and below is not considered livable space.
6.5 feet and below?
Yeah, anything 6.5 feet and below is not considered livable space, so we have to cut out X amount of square footage out of your perfectly 1,300 foot, building plan. So it got down to like 1,000 instead of 1,300, and I was like, bitch, when's the last time you saw me stand 6.5 foot tall? I was like, I am fucking 5'7". I miss out on like a foot of space to the wall. Like
dude, my dad.
I don't give a shit.
My dad and stepmom are both like over 6 foot, and they have their cabinets are like up extra high.
You gotta get a stool, don't you?
And they're tall. And it's so annoying when I go over there.
No, that used to drive me nuts. She's like, well, 6.5 feet or below is not livable space. I was like, to who? Like, I was like, have you seen the rest of this place? I was like, both floors have 9-foot fucking ceilings. Like, I don't understand. And she's like, well, you don't follow the guidelines. I was like, all right, cool. Then I tried selling the property, and she tried screwing me out of like 110 grand.
Oh yeah.
By talking to the new buyers, saying that they could.
The housing market is nuts right now.
And that was the code enforcement lady for the county. I was like,
oh yeah,
you keep messing around, I'm just gonna take you to court. And people already hate. Talk about the code enforcement lady that was messing me around with my land.
Okay.
I was like, you keep messing around, I'm just gonna take you to court. And people around here already don't like you, so you're gonna lose. Just the way it is.
Right.
But
I have a
the next day, someone offered me the same in cash. So I was like,
I have a quick thing off politics, so
cool.
We can get off the news a little bit, guys. So I have a good question for since Donnie's here now, it actually makes the question a little better now. I want to hear the worst coworker you've had, not like as in friend wise, like work ethic wise, like you like the person, but their fucking work is just
dog shit,
and it makes the day like you could get done faster without that person. Like you don't have to put the names out there, but like, what was the incident where you were just I'm done, fuck you. Like, do y'all have an instant? I mean, everyone has at least one, right? Like, I'm not the only one, right? Like, Help me here.
Like work ethic wise, like they like you like them, but they have terrible work ethic.
Or you don't even have to like them, like you know, just the worst coworker. Like you don't even have to put in that. You know, that's just a like you know a scenario if you wanted to take that one. But in general, like your worst coworker you have ever worked with, like where they just have pissed you off. Like you wake up in the morning in a great mood, you go to work, you comb your hair, you spray your balls
You
down with,
show up at work and they're there, and you're just
and
like,
you're yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah,
I gotta deal
you're
with
just
this
like,
motherfucker. Yeah.
why didn't you call in today, you pussy?
I don't honestly. I don't know if I've ever had a coworker like that. I've had coworkers that piss me off, but I don't think I've ever had a coworker where it was like I was
Does it
so
have to be current job or can it be like past?
Oh, any job, like
Okay.
any job you've ever been at, like where they pee you off, like to the point where you have been like the maddest you've ever been. Like you know, like you been to that point? Because I've been to that point with a coworker, many, not many of times, but a couple times. for
Him
sure.
said, I got a few."
I mean, I do, I do for sure. But like, okay, so you said Donnie, not really, not many. You don't have that. You don't you like your coworkers. Dude, I don't know who I think you're talking to Kyla, but like I could not see her at
no.
all.
I don't know if my daughter just got home. Um,
How can you
no.
hear like where are you at right now? You changed your setup like 100%. Like where the fuck well, let me get here. Wait, before we get into that, where the fuck are you at right now? Like last time I
Same old
talked to you,
spot.
you know, you were
Same spot with the
dark.
lights on.
Right, you were dark in a
So-
depressing little like dark room with nothing in the background. Now you got like a red tea, bright lights, red everything, red and black. I love it. Wait, is that a Bud Light? Let's go.
He only uses that for wearing it as a helmet.
He has more fucking Miller Lite. He's that guy.
You're getting the full camera view, so I'll break it down to you real quick. I got a new camera.
Okay.
I'm in the same room I've always been. I just always kept it dark because I'm like, technically I'm in a storage room. So I didn't want you to see all the stuff behind me. But whenever I go stream now, I have it set to where it literally only shows like the width is the size of. So I built this board behind me. The camera focused. I'm not done with it yet. I'm saving up a bunch of bottle caps, and I might take this red off and just put bottle caps everywhere or
Not
something.
a bad idea.
But yeah, I built that. There's a light on top of it that's on right now, so now you can see me. Yeah, and whenever I stream now, like the very rare times that I do, you would literally only see like me and this
Your
board.
shoulder width type of thing.
Yeah.
Him downstairs said, damn, I have a few.
Yeah, I said that.
But
yeah.
but
already.
I've had coworkers that piss me off or annoy me. But not to the point where like when I seen them, like my day was like just ruined. Like, but there was somebody I used to work with when I worked at Spectrum, Bert. He was the nicest dude, but we had cash registers, and so like we had to like triple check him at the end of the night. And Bert's count was always off. And because of that, I had to always like stay back extra and help him figure out what was wrong.
Does he not know math? Like, what the hell?
Dude, the
Like,
cash registers do the math for you, dude. Like...
exactly. What the what, dude?
Then we had to count it. We had to count our money. Like the system counted it for us as like your day goes on.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, you had to count your money and it had to match. Like you had to have X amount of hundreds, X amount of 20s, X amount of fives, X amount of, so on and so forth, all the way to pennies. And Bert would be off every time. It got to the point where like, Bert, just take your register to the back and I'll count it when I get some time, bro. And you had to like input it in a system. And so like if your count was off in the system, you pretty much had to go back and redo everything. And so like, and whenever you close the score, whenever you close the store, like everyone had to leave together. So if one person's count was off, dude, it would put everyone else back. And so like we'd probably close at 8 o'clock, leave at like 10 o'clock because somebody's count was off, and it was always Bert. That used to drive me nuts. And so like I remember near the end, I'd be like, Bert, like I'm gonna count your drawer, dude. Just bring it to me in a minute.
Like, yeah, that's kind of ridiculous, though.
Yeah.
I'd see why you get annoyed by that for sure. For sure. I probably would have just been like, dude,
I'm gonna be at
Get
work 2
fired.
hours late because fucking Bert's working today.
right,
Prick.
hey, honey, I gotta be at work later because Bert can't fucking count.
Dude, for
You
real.
know-
That's
you know-
how it was, dude.
You know what, Bert, get a fucking degree, buddy.
No, you know what's crazy is Bert actually had a degree from WKU.
What?
He had a degree from WKU. He's the nicest guy. Like no ill towards him, but God, that was annoying, man. He couldn't count. There was a time where he was like $200 short, and we were like, Bert, what did you do, bro? Like, because he's too nice to steal. There's no way he's stealing that. Like, what?
Right, yeah. You're just like, what is your math here, bro? Like, damn. What are you, Mike? You got any?
I got one that works for me now. Shit.
Okay.
Kid's name is Jesse.
Oh, you just put him out there.
Yeah. I don't give a
Wait,
fuck.
is this the Jesse from like the camping trip? Yeah. Wait, we gotta fill Donnie in on
Kid
this.
that got an ass whooping twice,
Dude,
man.
Donnie, okay, you should fill him in with the camping trip before you say before you
Alright.
let him know.
Okay, so Jesse is touched. We'll say. Not like on
Please.
paper, but he's Anyway, I call him Clubfoot
He
Jesse.
raises an eyebrow or
Yeah,
two.
yeah. I've got him saved in my phone. I can pull my contacts up. He's saved in my phone as Clubfoot Jesse. He actually has a club foot. One foot is a 13, and the other foot's a 9.5. It's gotta be terrible.
Oh.
It's gotta be terrible for buying shoes, bro. Because it's like,
Oh my-
like.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're at the camping trip, and this kid, he can't take verbal abuse, and he's on a camping trip, a company trip with 8 other of his employees. Like, and 4 of them are above him, and the rest are his peers. And I'm just like we're all just ragging him out, just talking mad shit because we do it to everybody. And then Jesse's part of the crew, so obviously we talk mad shit. That's just the way it works as being guys. You talk
Right.
shit when you actually like somebody. But he was taking it personally, so it was kind of going a weird direction. So during some of that camping trip, and we were drinking. So obviously, I would put back a bottle of Tito's every day when I was on that camping trip. So throughout the evening, like the last night we're there, my boss is throwing out these little challenges. Like, you do this fucking stupid ass thing, I'll give you $100. Do this. Mine was like, put your hand in a cast iron skillet for $100. Drink a can of like baked beans for $50. That's right off the fire. Like, just weird shit. And then tackle, and then of course it led into tackle each other for $100. And he turns to Jesse.
Really wanted that $100.
Yeah. He turns to me. He goes, tackle Jesse for $100. I was like, all right, cool. Fucking, I tackled him, threw him in a guillotine, and I'd sit there and just choke the bejesus out of him on the ground. I was like, hey man, it's for $100. All rules are off. Like, that is what it is.
Right, yeah.
He goes, man, you fucking hit me while you were what was it? While I was sitting down. I was like, it was $100, dude. I ain't letting you stand up. The fuck's wrong with you? I was like, all right, fine, just to make it fair. I was like, I'll go sit on this cooler.
Oh.
I'll go sit down on this cooler right here, and you can come get some. And I sit down on the cooler. I'm sitting there, and he, like, my boss turns to him and goes, hey, Jesse, I bet you $100 you won't go tackle Mike right now. Jesse's like, he's getting all prepped for it, like he's fucking on like an O-line of some fucking NFL team. Like, he's just sitting there like jumping back and forth, like doing the shoulder shrug bullshit, like all that, like getting ready. I mean, I know that right side's gonna be a little heavier than the left, but fucking, he's getting ready to come at me, and then right as he's about to start running, my boss turns to him and goes, "I'll give you an extra 500 if you can make Mike tap." And yeah, he's like, "I'll give you an extra 5 if you can make Mike tap," and he just sprints across the fire. He sprints across the fire and just checks me to the turf. Right, I land on my back, and I'm standing there. I was like, okay, this kind of sucks. There was a big ass boulder behind me, and actually I smashed my head on the rock, so like the back of my head was cut open and like all lumped up and shit. I'm sitting on the rock, and he's like trying to like weirdly grapple me. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is awkward. Like,
Right.
you just flopping around like a fish, trying to make me tap in some way. So I threw him in a fucking triangle choke. I threw my leg over behind his head and brought it over to my other knee, grabbed it with my hand, and just started choking the shit out of him. And I'm sitting there talking mad shit to him, like, man, how's my nuts taste? Like, because his head's right in my crotch, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and just choking the shit out of him. He slowly starts to slip out. He slips out. And then I throw him in a headlock and just go over the hips with him straight to the turf, onto the ground, onto the ground. Run his head across the ground. And I'm choking the hell out of him, and he's like bitch slapping me in the face. He does this, like, from the ground because he can't talk. He's just like tapping me in the forehead. I was like, Jesse, are you bitch slapping me or are you tapping? I was like, there's one or the other. We're about to have two very different conversations. And he just he's trying to like nod his head. I was like, nod your head up and down if you're tapping. And I feel him doing this in my arm. I was like, all right, I'm gonna let you go, but if this continues, you're gonna end up back in the same position. And I let him up, and he's fine for the rest of the night. He ended up crying that night because we bullied him too hard, apparently. I was like, well, you won $100, but I wasn't letting you have that 5. Anyway,
I mean, right. Right.
this is the kid I'm talking about, though, because he's like the little brother. He gets his ass beat.
Right.
So the other day, I'm his manager now. And he comes in my office, and he's like, hey, I need help with this insurance document to fill out this contract that this customer signed up. We're talking thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on a contract that is not his money. So he goes off the insurance document, and I'm like, where are you getting your fucking numbers from, dude? I was like, your numbers are like $5,000 off. I was like,
Holy crap.
Where's this coming from? Mind you, this kid calls me like 8 times a day. So to ask questions. So where are your numbers coming from? He goes, it's on the scope. It's on the document. And I was like, what page? He goes, page 2. I was like, I scroll down and I was like, Jesse, that's the fucking sample page. I was like, at the top of the page it says sample page, not actual document. And each individual item on the document has a number on it, and there's a table of contents on the side what the number is, like what that is in the document.
Oh my gosh.
That's
And he
insane.
based his entire contract that he was about to present this customer off of the fucking sample page. One page below that is the page you need to be on. I was like, you're on the wrong fucking page, moron.
What a dummy, dude.
Oh, I didn't see it. I'm like, it's bright yellow letters at the top. What the fuck are you talking about? You didn't see it. Fucking, do you read? What's wrong
Right.
with you? And my bad. I was like, dude, you would have been out thousands of dollars. Like, you would have lost money if we would have signed this. I was like, man, that's a nice sized job. He goes, what do you mean? It's only like $9,000. I was like, no, it's like 16. It's like 16,000.
Right.
You're a little off, homie.
Yeah.
need to figure your shit out.
You need to get your shit together.
But no, that is like, as funny as that is a regular occurrence.
That sucks.
Really?
That is like a daily thing.
What?
Like
You must be a hell of a salesman, then.
like no, he's not. He's just it's like we feel bad. We feel out, and he's we get a tax break for having him hired. So I'm like,
if you're watching this, by the way, bro,
you know what I mean.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, you know what I mean by tax break. But he's like I say, he's a little touched. But he never received any help. Like he in his sales job, he just got turned over to me after he'd been working here, and he never had really any guidance, any help on how to do anything. So I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I have to be a little nicer to him and not beat the shit out of him in front of everybody. So, Yeah, that's
Builds
depressing.
character.
That's depressing. It does
Yeah.
build character. I mean, he wasn't the only one that got it. There was like 4 other people that got their shit kicked in that same day. So
It's like
me included. So like there's he wasn't alone. So
Right. It was just like a group effort
it's
in one, and you got one
it's
person that's like,
yeah, I let them cut me out of a hammock while I was swinging over a river.
it's
oh yeah,
funny because like I feel like all like sales jobs where like I mean not except for like if you're like in retail sales or whatever, but like all like sales jobs, I feel like have stories like this.
They do.
like like when I worked in car sales, dude, I seen some of the craziest things and
Just some dumb
had
motherfuckers.
had had some crazy experiences, man. I remember one time we had at the car lot I was on, we had a rule like nobody walked unless the manager talked, which I think is dumb because some people are just not going to buy. Like you
And people
can't
people know
sell
that.
everyone, and they know that, yeah. And so I was talking to this chick, and we test drove and blah blah blah. She really wanted the car, and I don't remember what happened, but I let her. I think it was like 10 minutes before we closed or something, and I was like, just like come back tomorrow or something. Or no, she said like she was gonna go talk to her boyfriend. She'd be right back, and I didn't care because I was like, I want to go home. Like, go talk to your boyfriend when you come back. We won't be here, so I'll call you in the morning. And I went into the office or whatever, and my manager was there, and he was cussing me out because I let her leave before he could talk to her, just screaming, cussing at me, and like I was just kind of like at this point I had been there long enough. I knew like he was just trying to punk me, and so like I was just like, yeah, whatever. And I was like, she said she'll be right back. She's gonna talk to her boyfriend over there, and he's like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah." How many customers say that and never show up or something, never come back? And then like 5 seconds after, like 5 seconds later, like mid cussing, she walks in the door and she's like, "I'll take it." It's like, see, I told you she'd be right back.
It's
But
nice when
He's
you
like,
have it's nice when you have those ones that prove you right though.
yeah, and then like at like so like she came back and bought the car or whatever. And as I was printing off the documents for her to sign, it was just me and him in the office. And he just kind of looked at me. He was like, "You're a lucky piece of shit," you know. He said that lady was never coming back.
No,
Man.
there's stories like that everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, like this
Well-
morning, I did we had to bid a $250,000 job, which the guy seemed okay, like really okay about, but he's probably gonna go to his boss, and like these guys are fucking clowns. Like, let's not use them. Tomorrow, I'm doing $1.5 million bid on a job, so I just like there's no promises in sales. It's just like, well, I mean, we can sit here and talk about it, but until it gets on paper, it's
Until you sign that buyer's order.
yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Right. I've never done sales. I really don't.
You should. You actually talk very well. Like
Sales is just all about.
It's how you present yourself.
Yeah, you gotta be. If you can make friends easily, you can sell.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, you'd
I
be
could
you'd
do
be
that.
pretty good at it.
I think I could be a top salesman.
Basically,
If
and
that's like what I need, then yeah, for sure. I think I could do it for sure.
it's
Um,
fun in my opinion too. Like I miss
I-
sales.
I told Mike like the only thing that holds me back is like right now, I have to pay bills at a certain time, a certain moment. If I
Consistency is
don't,
everybody's problem. Yeah.
and my consistent paycheck keeps me where I'm at. You know what I mean? Because like I've totally thought about like, talking to people all day and like finessing them out of their money. Let's go! I could do that all day.
Yeah.
I could make them. I would literally just sit there and talk to them like they're a bro. Yo, you want a beer? Let's chug a beer, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
that's like
come
that lady
on,
that
you know?
offered me a vodka and Gatorade and didn't tell me until after I drank it, and I'm like on her house, like I'm standing on a roof inspecting it, and I'm drinking a vodka and Gatorade she gave me. I'm like, my owner's like, "No, you can't say no when people offer you a drink." I was like, all right, cool, I'll take a Gatorade. She goes,
What if it's
okay.
a roofie?
She's like, okay. She comes out with a solo cup. I'm like, last time I checked, Gatorades don't come in fucking solo cups. And I start drinking.
That should have been red flag number
I
one.
was like, and it's got ice in it. I was like, let me take a drink, and I drink it, all vodka, a little bit of Gatorade in it. I'm like, oh
Ugh.
yeah, that one's good. And I'm like on this 2-story house, sloped like a motherfucker. Shingles
I
are
remember
falling
going
off
to
everywhere.
I remember I had a buddy on the car lot, little Asian guy. I can't remember his name. We would go to B&I meetings that I wasn't even a part of it. He was a part of it. And the only reason we went was because they had free alcohol, and we would go and just get trashed and hand out business cards and come back to the lot like, yeah, we were at a B&I meeting.
I do the same thing. I do the same thing at golf tournaments.
Oh yeah,
Because
I haven't done that in forever,
yeah,
but yeah.
because we'll have like not we'll have company events at golf tournaments, but it's like a chamber of commerce thing where it's like all the local businesses.
Yeah,
So
I
like
know what you're talking about.
every single hole has a tent on the hole, and usually they serve drinks. Last time I went, they had a margarita on every hole. It was like 90 something degrees outside.
There was one you probably don't. Did you ever know who Jesse Curry was, Jordan? I shouldn't say his full name like that, but I mean, what are the odds?
Look it up.
What are the odds?
Whoever's in chat, look that shit up.
I'm pretty sure I've heard
Go
the
clown
name.
on him.
He was a head basketball coach for a high school.
Oh,
I knew
yeah.
I knew him I have kind of like, I mean, I wouldn't say we were ever friends or anything, but like I've played a lot of sports against him and with him. But there was a golf, what he's talking about, like a golf thing. I think it was a fundraiser actually. And he got so drunk, he like wrecked a golf cart into a pond or something and got
I've been
let
there.
go. He got let go from his employer.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've been there.
I've never done that.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not a good look.
So I'm not gonna say when this is, or if it's a present job or past job, or the name.
Considering you're being secretive about it, I have a feeling it's your current job.
Current job, man.
It's
Don't answer
shut
it.
up. So
Who's this moron you got
In
problems
land-
with?
So in landscaping, all right. So depending on if you're doing commercial or residential.
Residential. Didn't know residential had a G in it.
Shut up, pussy. So in this scenario, either one I'm doing, right? There's this person that is like super slow. Like when I mean like, like not like
Physically or
like physically.
Okay.
Like
Making sure.
like, physically. The person
Break
is
it down.
great. The person is a great person, right? Fantastic person. Well, literally as before or whenever has smoked me up at work. You know what I mean? So cool person. You know what I mean? But man, I'll tell you what. All right, we'll put in this perspective since I'm not saying past or present. But say this is what I'm doing. Okay, if say this is my square, right? That's what I have to do, right? This is their square, right? Smaller square, mine's a bigger square, right? My square gets done before their square, right? And then by the time I'm done doing, blowing, the grass off the road and stuff like that, they're
for
still
doing
in their
that.
square.
I drive a motorcycle, so I appreciate you for doing that.
Dude, I never put my grass on the road. If I do, I blow it off because I already know grass is just like ice.
Mm-hmm.
So after I'm done blowing, everything's said and done, they're still in their square, and we'll be waiting for them at the truck, finishing their square, right? So that 10 minutes that was on the two squares, right? Making this so secretive as much as possible. It became a 20-minute, 30-minute job. You know what I mean? So it becomes from, we're gonna get off at a good 5:30, only 10-hour shift. comes to a 11 to 12 hour shift, and it's like, and it's every day. You know what I mean? It's an everyday process to the point where you have been without that person and went faster,
Leave him there.
right? And
No,
so
go to the next job. Just leave him there. We'll come back for you.
we'll come back for you. But I don't want to I don't want them to be paid to just chill though. You know what I mean? That's
They
my
gotta
problem.
suffer like you, huh? They gotta suffer
They
just
gotta
like you.
suffer just like me, dude. Look, I wake up going, why can't I just make money laying in bed? Fuck today, fuck tomorrow, fuck them all. And then I get to work and I'm like, all right, let's go. We're here. Let's do it. Let's have fun. You know, I'm hyped. I'm ready. Got the music on. I'm jamming. Like, yeah. You know, jamming in the truck. I'm looking at the passenger. I'm like, yeah. You know, you don't want to be around. You
Speaking of
don't
my
want to be
helmet,
around me.
my helmet died today.
I'm just letting you guys know. You don't want to be around me when it's been a 90-degree weather day, sun's beaming, and I am senile.
Yeah, your
You
skin
don't
tone
want-
doesn't look like it takes sun well.
You don't want like I tell you now.
Look, his face is red from the alcohol.
It stays
Dude,
there.
I'm probably blotching up because every now and then certain alcohol or certain times I'll blotch up because I think I'm allergic to alcohol. Like I learned that during actually Drunken Idiots, second episode of Drunken Idiots, I put a shot inside of a beer, and then
Oh.
yeah. And so
God damn,
I felt myself like I felt myself getting really hot. And I was like, "What's going on?" I went to Kayla and she goes, "You're blotchy." I was like, "That's weird." And now I'll go to the bar and I'll randomly get blotchy, or sometimes it doesn't
keep
happen.
some Benadryl on tap. You'd be fine.
I think it's happening now, but it could be the sunburn, honestly.
You look
Oh.
sunburnt as fuck.
Dude, I say sunburn. Like, dude, this is okay. So my arm, like, it looks whiter than it is now, but I promise you, like, it's like I'm really, really tan. But when you go from like right here,
Oh, that was tan right now.
when you go from right here to like down, it's just ghost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
We got to see his leg where he has the gamer tags on his leg or whatever. Yeah, we got to.
Donnie was there. Actually, Donnie was there. He was there when that
I
transaction.
think
was happening.
I started that, dude. I
Yeah.
said, how much to get my
The
name
mixer.
tatted on you?
No,
or
the
something.
mixer. You said the mixer tattoo, remember? And then you were like, how much would it be to get my gamer tag tatted on you?
And then Karek was like, I'll fucking do it.
You can see the
I'll do it.
stripe, dude. Like,
bro, that's the same. For me.
well, no, it's angled. It's not even a straight. It's because I ride a bike, and the back of my shirt comes back like this because of the wind, so it's actually at an angle of the stripe.
Actually, have you seen my new tats?
Yeah, I've seen your new tats. They're looking fire.
The alien one. No, I got a gamer tattoo the other day. Did you see that TikTok? I bet you didn't.
You were playing on the PC,
Bet
bro.
you
Why you
didn't,
getting the
dude.
fucking tattoo?
For the horde, baby.
War to
Oh.
war.
For the horde.
I was about to say, please tell me he has pants on.
Yeah, I got pants on.
Okay.
I've actually got swim
He's a
trunks
damn
on.
dude. You know what? No, you know, Donnie, you're a damn orc. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Oh,
Like,
damn,
get the-
what?
You're a damn orc. That's what you are.
Oh,
You're an
orc.
orc. You're a
I'll
fucking damn orc.
I'll
You're
take
like,
that.
For the whore. Shut the fuck up.
I'll take that.
Fucking pussy shit. Nah, I'm joking. I technically I'm from I'm for the whore too, but I don't play orc. Okay. If anyone doesn't know,
You're a
what the hell we're
pussy.
talking
You're like, I want to play Night Elf.
about. Shut the fuck up, cause Night Elf is the.
I want to play Night Elf.
Dude, shut up. We're still. You know what?
He plays a Night Elf female and begs for gold and WoW. That's what he does.
No, I don't. I play Night Out and I play. Okay, I can't even talk because of your ass, dude. So
Embarrassed.
we're gonna I'm gonna see if you guys have seen this, but have y'all seen the new Stranger Things? Anyone keep up with that?
Nope.
No, they are pussies. That's why.
Fuck Stranger Things, dude.
These
That
are
shit's
pussy.
I'm trying.
That shit's-
I'm trying to let the Obi-Wan seasons like finish so I can go.
Yes,
back and
dude.
Go back.
Yes.
I want to watch them all at the same
Bro.
time because I don't feel like waiting a week.
Dude,
Oh, dude, I've been watching Obi-Wan.
Dude, wait, have you watched the newest one?
The one today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it.
Dude.
We can't spoil it for our guy
No,
here.
no,
though.
I haven't watched it yet, but it, like, okay.
Just like
from the
Mandalorian,
last
I let the whole season come out before I watch them all.
Let me just
I
ask
still
you
need
this.
to watch Boba Fett. I didn't watch that.
Let me ask you this: from the last episode of Obi-Wan to this episode, is shit getting,
Oh, it
shady?
gets real. It gets real.
Okay, dude, I'm ready. I'm
It gets real.
so ready. I've been seeing it on Twitter, and I'm like, don't click on it. Don't click on it. It's a spoiler. Don't
I
fucking
know.
click on it, dude.
I don't say anything, but it gets a little gets a little hot. It's a little
It gets a little
warm.
hot. Ooh,
It's a little
okay.
warm in this episode.
Ooh, okay.
Let's just say this episode's a little bit fire.
Man, I know
It's
what hint,
a
I know what
fire
I
episode.
know what hint you're
Okay.
dropping, and I already saw the spoiler for it, so you can stop doing that.
I feel I know the hit. I know the hit he's dropping right now. But okay.
It's a spicy episode, you know.
It's a spicy episode. Okay. Fire, burning. I get it. Yeah. What are we on? What are we on? The time mark.
2 hours and 10 minutes.
Oh, woo. Okay, this is a long Thirsty Thursday. And we're gonna be coming back with the hardcore drunken idiots tomorrow. So we didn't even talk about the actually we gotta talk about this. The last second topic because it's in the title. So Mike doesn't know who BTS is, guys.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yes! Sorry, I was too excited.
First off, it says BTS goes to White House. First off, are we talking about the White House or a White House in general?
No, the White
And
House.
second off, who the fuck cares?
That's a good point. Is Jordan frozen? Did he?
BTS, bro.
Jordan, are
I
you
think
froze?
He's either frozen or man, he's really good at being still.
No, his mic would have picked it up by now, and the flag would actually wave because there is a little bit of wind flowing in his room. Jordan.
Jordan. I bet his PC broke.
No, don't say that. I just got him a new power supply. Power supply. Oh, there he is. Oh, wow!
We can't hear him.
You're muted. No, unmute you on Discord. Unmute yourself on Discord.
Oh.
There you go.
What the fuck just happened, dude?
Bro, you froze, and we thought you red ringed.
You were so angry
Dude,
that you
okay.
froze. Does that have something to do with pride? Does BTS have something to do with pride?
No.
I mean,
he
he said they're a boy band, so I mean, I feel like they probably are.
Oh,
Well-
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
So BTS was in the White House the other day,
Yeah.
and BTS is a boy band from Korea. I don't listen to BTS. I don't care. About BTS, but that's just a thing.
He don't
you
care
know.
about BTS. He's just upset that we don't know who the
No,
fuck
I'm
they
not
are.
upset. I'm just thinking how big of boomers you guys are not to know who the fuck BTS is when they.
Oh, let me guess.
literally-
Your new favorite Disney movie right now is the Red Panda one.
Bro, don't talk about my shit like that, dude. So yeah, with that being said, these guys are boomers. They don't know what BTS is. And this is Thirsty Thursday. Happy Pride. We will be back live tomorrow. And maybe Donnie could make an appearance. Maybe. For tomorrow's, because he seems pretty half hyped, but he's gonna need a new bottle for that for sure.
I need to get some juice.
He's gonna need to get some juice. Yes, it
I
is.
actually am probably gonna get some banana flavored this stuff.
Oh, moonshine.
Yeah. Here shortly. I actually
Well-
enjoy that banana flavored stuff because it just you don't really get hung over any after
Like-
effects.
like from the woods or from a store?
From my dad.
Was he get it from the woods?
From his-
From the store.
From his shed out back.
Hey, so then it's the good stuff, bro.
Yeah,
That store moonshine tastes like dog shit.
No. His is like last time I had some of his banana stuff, I ended up hitting myself in the leg with a chainsaw. I didn't feel a thing. I worked the rest of the day.
All right, well, you should probably not drink that very often then.
Yeah.
I poured a little bit in the cut, and just kept
Jesus, bro.
it moving. It was
Jesus,
pretty
bro.
bad. It was pretty rough.
Fuck yeah.
It
Jesus,
was not in
bro.
the correct mind.
The other day I was cleaning out this area and I dropped like a big glass, like it was like a pot for like plants and stuff, and it just like shattered all over my left foot, and I was like, oh fuck. I like took off. Kyle was in the shower. I like ran to the bathroom. I was like, Kyla, I think I cut my foot, and I like took off. I got in there, dude. I took off my sock, and blood was just pouring. It's like fuck.
That happened to my ankle. That happened to my ankle yesterday. That glass bottle that broke, Jordy. Apparently, there was a shard of glass that stuck to my foot, and when I sit on my foot sometimes in my chair, like I'll lean back and sit on my foot. I picked my foot up and sat, and I pushed the glass into my ankle, and when I dragged my foot, like I went ow, and fucking dragged my foot out from underneath me. It dragged the glass down my ankle, and like there's a piece of skin just flapping. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's nice.
Right,
Didn't even feel it.
clearly.
I was like, that's got to be a razor blade. Didn't even feel it. I was like, no, that's just glass.
Yeah, dude. No, see, whenever the glass hit my foot, it hurt, and I was like, oh, this is bad. I immediately knew. I was like, this is bad. I took off to the bathroom, got in the shower, and was just pouring blood everywhere.
It wasn't the lucky shard though. The lucky shard of glass.
Ah, okay. At least it wasn't that.
Yeah, this one's still good. This one stays on the desk.
That's good. So yeah, this was Thirsty Thursdays. I want to know how you guys feel about us getting into politics on this side, getting into just all the updated stuff, kind of just keeping it raw and just going with the flow, getting each other's opinions on things. And Donnie decided to just interrupt. I don't know why. I mean, we didn't ask him to be here, but he was like, he just insisted, you know?
I texted you, and I was like, I wonder if he'll even read this. And then, like 2 seconds later, I was getting a call on Discord. I was literally in bed with Kyla, and I got the call on Discord. I jumped out of bed, fucking ran in here.
Kicked the shit off.
I seen the text. I was like, as soon as I seen your name, I was like, I wonder if he's out to ask if he can come in. And I was like, oh, yep. And I was like, all right, Donnie B, where you at? No, I enjoy I really enjoy having Donnie. I mean, Donnie, you've been here since my content has really started. Like I started Jordan's Adventures years ago and did some stupid shit with that, and now I'm bringing it back. But like I've been around content, so you know. But Donnie's definitely been there from before then too, because we actually met at a party.
I seen your Jordan Adventures stuff.
Yeah, I know. You told me that. You seen it before.
You had like skateboarding videos.
Yeah, I had skateboarding videos and other different vlog stuff, and that's coming back, which is actually, we talked about it earlier. It's actually pretty cool. Jordan's Adventures is getting a lot of eyes on it from Instagram for sure.
I gotta get a GoPro for my shit.
Dude, I need a GoPro too. But
for my
yeah,
bike.
I love having Donnie on the show.
You know, sex doll.
All jokes aside, Donnie's always welcome on Drunken Idiots, Thirsty Thursdays, or anything that Drunken Idiots does besides, you know, the regular podcast. But that being said, you guys, I hope you're enjoying this segment. If you're not, let us know. If you are, let us know. Put the notification bell on to hit the subscribe button. We're at 102 subscribers. It's fucking lit. Awesome. Actually, we're up hours watched too. We're actually up 44% hours watched, and we've have 44. No, sorry. We're up 10% hours watched than last month, and we have 50 hours watched this month so far. So at this progression, guys, you know, really in the next 2 years, you guys are gonna get us verified. You guys are gonna get us up there. So, if not sooner, if
And then
we,
you can
you know,
show us what that mouth do.
exactly. Show
If we get to get Drunken Idiots to 500 subs in Jordan, I will take Jordan out to eat, and he's gonna eat spicy chicken hot wings.
that's
Go.
a lot to do for 500
Let's
subs.
go. 500
though.
subs. Come on. Go ahead and start
That's a-
subbing, everybody.
500 Twitch subs or YouTube subs? Just two totally
YouTube
different.
subs. Come
Okay,
on.
all right,
500
you
YouTube
gotta bring it. I
subs.
was gonna say
He's
500 Twitch subs. We're doing something.
Yeah, but
500
like,
YouTube subs. I'll take Jordan out for some hot wings. Chicken hot wings.
shut up, Donnie. He's a pussy and he knows it. That's what he is.
100 likes on this video or whatever, and I'll do the same thing.
We gotta
So
get him to eat meat.
he's eating meat.
Honestly, it'll probably make him sick
Besides
at this
his
point.
penis.
Yeah, it'll probably make him sick at this point.
Oh yeah, probably. But that being said, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll try to be out on Twitch. Things didn't work out, but YouTube is where we're really wanting to try to stay on and be at, where you guys can just find us with all the videos. I hope you enjoyed this. This is me, Mike, and Donnie D in his house. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. See you tomorrow. Love you. Thank you for the support. Peace.